After they released their smashing debut album, only a mere year later, Metallica would come back out and drop Ride the Lightning on Our Asses in '84. And oh my goodness, what a jump it is from Kill 'Em All to this one. Also, I'm sorry if I was rambling too much and dicking around a lot in the Kill 'Em All video. I'm gonna try to streamline it and try to keep myself more focused this time. Sorry, I'm just excited. So the album itself, I mean, what else can you say besides near perfect? Besides one completely forgettable song, every song except maybe 2 of them can be considered in their top 10 songs ever. So to say that they fucking annihilated the sophomore slump would be an understatement. Overall, the tones on this album I think are my favorite out of all of them. I like how, I don't even know how to describe the tone on this album except blue. They give me the feeling of blueness, especially Trapped Under Ice. I swear that main riff is just one of the best sounding parts I've ever heard in a song. But yeah, I don't have much to say on the album as a whole. I mean, what can you say about it? It's awesome. It's badass. It's one of their best. Some people say it is their best. I can't quite say that, but it is damn close to being their best. And yeah, without further ado, let's start with my track ranking. And to no one's surprise at all, Escape is in last place because, yeah, this song has its fans. It has the people who claim it's underrated, but I am not one of those because, yeah, this is pretty forgettable and even the band doesn't like it. It really does feel like a whole lot less effort went into this song compared to the rest. However, I do like the verse. I like the verse riff, and I like what Lars does with the snare and the crashes. And I really like how he leads into the first verse, the tom roll. That's really good. But yeah, other than that, the chorus ain't great. The ending ain't great. Just listening to it, it teeters on that line of, yeah, let me just skip this song when I listen to this album. But I mean, sometimes I'll let it play out, but not very often. And coming up next, we have Trapped Under Ice, which can be considered underrated, I'd say. I mean, that time they went to play in Antarctica and they didn't even play the song. What a waste. But yeah, I think the main standout from this song is 80% of it is just Lars going ham on double bass. People seem to forget that he used to be really good. And this song just showcases... This song and Fade to Black just showcase how crazy he used to be on the double kick. But yeah, like I mentioned earlier, the verse riff, I really like that part. Love the lyrics, love the way he's screaming it, and especially the middle section too. I think that part is my favorite part of the song. Just really great. Love the backups. Very simple riff. It's like 6 notes, but you know it does the job. And up next is going to be the opener, Fight Fire with Fire. Now, unfortunately, as these go, some of these songs have to be lower. And unfortunately, Fight Fire with Fire, while it does set up how good this album is about to be, I just think the album gets better as it goes along. You know, I love the verses, how the vocals follow like the chords going down. I think that's great. That riff itself is pretty insane. And the chorus where Cliff goes fucking crazy or whatever the hell he does on that thing, absolutely wild. But then you have like the midsection, which I think is fucking awesome. Like, especially when like he starts going ham on the double bass and the guitars drop out and you just hear him just, and then the verse riff comes back in. Ooh, that's really good. And then the ending too, with the repeating of the title, Fire with Fire, it gets like crazier and like higher pitched, and then it like explodes in that big finale. It's a really great song, and the intro is pretty solid too with the acoustics and everything. It's a really good song. Just the other songs are just even gooder. And yeah, speaking of even gooder and acoustics, next up is Fade to Black. Their first clean song and still one of their best. It's really nice intro riff. I love the opening part, and the intro solo I think is great. The chorus riff, love how they kept it on the acoustic. I think the chords and everything are very nice. Yeah, man, the verse riff is great. The chorus riff is great. The bridge riff, yeah, that whole thing, excellent. And then, of course, this is kind of their Freebird, where the song ends with a big solo, although not to that extent, but still. And then, of course, Lars going double bass the whole goddamn time again. Just kicking ass. It's a kick-ass song. And moving on, we have For Whom the Bell Tolls, and honestly, the S&M performance really amplifies it. I think it's even better than the studio one, just because the studio one can be kind of boring. And, with the added symphonies and the crowd and, like, the echo part in the second verse and Lars not being totally boring, it really makes a song better. But still, you still have the intro and, the fucking bass riff and then the headbang riff, dun 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 dun. That shit's awesome. And this song actually has some of my favorite lyrics. I mean, besides it's this song and another song in Injustice for All, I think lyrically is my favorite shit James ever wrote. And yeah, it's a very simple song, and I think that's what makes it really stand out amongst a bunch of other crazy songs. And the bronze medal goes to Kalakutulu. I'm pretty sure this is where Mustaine's reign ends, because of course that intro riff, was it My Darkest Hour, which Mustaine used it in Megadeth? I forget which song he used that riff for, but yeah, I mean both those songs are pretty kick-ass. But yeah, Kalakutulu, kind of their first instrumental. They had Anesthesia, but I mean it's more like a solo, so this is like the first true instrumental. And yeah, Cliff going ham on like the wah pedal along this whole song really, really makes it pretty sweet. And I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's full of great riffs. I love all the riffs, like the band, and then the whole intro to the solo part, do 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 do. Some of like the first shit I ever learned on guitar. Especially the do. I learned that shit like a month into me playing guitar because I really like it. And it's not that hard because a lot of it is open strings, which is nice. But oh my god, it's that fucking ending. The way this album ends is so great with the fucking, it's not like a tom. It sounds like the orchestra toms, the big ass son of a bitches. That's what it sounds like. And then the fucking power chords. I think that it ends so damn great. But yeah, runner-up is the title track, which, I mean, it's the same shit I've been saying. The verses are great. The chorus riff is great. The bridge, the bridge especially is really great. And then the Someone Help Me, all the fucking lyrics and shit. And also, I think this is one of my favorite Kirk solos. I don't know what's number one, but Ride the Lightning has especially stood out to me among the years. Mostly due to the way it ends. Like the way he's like going ham, like going out of the solo and then back into that bridge riff. It's a great solo. It's a really great solo. But some of these albums I'm going to have the obvious number ones. Some of them are going to be what I think are really underrated, like last time with Kill 'Em All, Phantom Lord being number one. My former favorite song before it was eventually dethroned by a song in the next album we're going to talk about. But yeah, still one of the absolute best. especially when you get to some of the live performances where they extend the bridge and the fucking die and shit. Most notably, the San Diego 92 live one where Jason is going fucking absolute ham on vocals. I love how they let him take the last chorus. Like in the studio version, you can hear, I don't know if it's Cliff or whoever is doing like the low, so let it be written, so let it be done, overdubs, which I think is super sweet. But yeah, dude, it just, when I fucking saw, I have not seen Metallica play this live because they didn't play it the one time I saw them. But I did see Newsted live when he was doing his band, and I think that was back in like 2011 or 12 or something. And he played this and he did the whole die thing, and that is the hardest I ever screamed. My voice was fucking gone after that, because that was one of the most hype moments of my life. But yeah, what else to say? The verse riff, the chorus, just everything about it I think is goddamn perfect. Love the intro. I love how they bring it back for the outro, and I love the little riff they do, and he's fucking going ham. I think this song just fucking beats ass, and it's still my second favorite Metallica song, and it probably will never change. So yeah, Creeping Death is my number one. So yeah, that's gonna do it for us today with Ride the Lightning. Let me know your track ranking down below, and well, tune in a few days, Wednesday or Saturday. I don't know what day this is going up, to be honest, because next time we get to talk about the master of them all. I'll see you next time.